Let's move to first-line metastatic. There's been a lot happening since San Antonio in that space. So at this meeting and previously, I believe at ASCO, we saw the DESTINY-Breast09 data, which for the first time threatened the reign of Cleopatra. Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, we certainly have had Cleopatra in the first-line setting for quite some time. We've seen
more than a decade.
Yeah, and we've seen long-term follow-up data. I mean, I remember learning from you about management of metastatic HER2 amplified disease, and just to see how quickly the landscape has changed in recent years is really remarkable. And so, with long-term follow-up data of Cleopatra, we certainly have seen an overall survival benefit and so forth. But we also know that there's certainly room for improvement and that there are specific toxicities associated with taxane, neuropathy, and so forth. And so I think the question of whether or not T-DXd is an appropriate and effective option in the frontline setting is really quite relevant, both from the perspective of improving efficacy, but also from the perspective of potentially shifting the toxicity profile to be more manageable.
Sure.
So certainly in DESTINY-Breast09, that essentially is what we did see. This was a frontline study comparing Cleopatra to T-DXd. And we saw a significant improvement in progression-free survival in patients who were randomized to the T-DXd arm versus the Cleopatra arm. And as you said, this really represents the first data set demonstrating a significant improvement over the taxane HP regimen.
Now, it was actually T-DXd plus Pertuzumab, and then there was a third arm of T-DXd alone, which has not yet been reported.
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
So
I should mention that we saw data for the combination of T-DXd plus Pertuzumab. Mm-hmm. You know, I think we're awaiting that T-DXd monotherapy data, but certainly T-DXd
is to be reported in the the final data sweep for the IDFS endpoint.
Yes,
I understand, or I'm sorry, PFS endpoint, primary endpoint.
Yeah,
when that becomes mature.